9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
So how do you balance the legacy of being longtime SFL veteran owners and coaches with the pressure of winning the championship? Like, do you feel more motivated during this time, or do you feel the weight of expectations on your shoulders? Because both of you have been here before. Andy, I'll start with you first with this.
Yeah, I think, it's a great question. I think for us, we're excited to be back. We had a lot of roster turnover. We had, I think it was 10 players leave our roster from last season's team, and we had to replace around 6 of them in different positions. Yeah, I think from a game planning standpoint, from a team ownership standpoint, we just need to play our brand of football, right? The Vancouver, obviously, over the last 2 years has done a really good job of putting together, game plans that put us in position to win games. But like Ramos said, there is an element of the actual game itself that is a variable, right? The ball bounces into someone's hands when it's not supposed to. Someone fumbles for the first time over the season and it goes into the hands of the other team. Last year, Emmanuel Blackman in the championship game gets injured and is a question mark for half the game, right? In, out. So, I think we are going to put our brand of football out onto the field come game day. And, that's the best that we can do.
I feel the master. I feel it. Y'all ready? They ready? Well, come on. Y'all ready? They ready? We ready? We ready? Oh, yeah. Come on. We ready? Come ready? Break bread, folks. Break bread, folks. Break bread, folks. Break bread, folks. We ready? We ready? Come on. We ready? There ain't no question about who the best. They single lady dragging hard to come to do the rest. Step in the way, multiple they're going through it. You must have gone fast and drunk as boy, you was blessed. And I'ma take them out the game, y'all. It ain't no thing, y'all. You wanna, I rip you up like a chainsaw. The game's wrong, boy, please believe it. Keep your Bible with you, cause you gon' be leading Jesus. Meaning for chart-topping hits. And RT ain't gon' stop dropping. I'ma make $1 million then stand on the top of it. Rocking it till the day I die in this game. RT with the fat, boy, adding the fire to the flame. Who's ready? Who's ready?
He's the winner of the next 6 jobs. Run it up the middle and get it untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Vancouver. John Michael Sutherland gets the
point, you said something. If you're ready, why you stumbling into the flow? If you're ready, why you stuttering? I ain't know. I'ma show them why they call it dirty. There is no mercy for player haters, cause he ain't worth it. Word of me then, hell no, bro, I bet you done heard me now. Atlanta, Georgia, where the dirt have been found. See, I did this since my younger days. Only 16, but my back is never underage. So let's get paid, cause I stay ready.
You're gonna want to heat up those Thanksgiving leftovers.
If you think that you're ready for me, so who's ready now?
This is a handoff.
Who's ready now?
It's a touchdown.
Who's ready now?
Is early in the drive pass.
Who's ready now?
The rest of their goal line is they pounded in.
Who's ready now? Who's ready now?
Bubble, baby.
in trouble, baby. Did my thing, love me, hate me. All in London, yelling Georgia, Euro better suffocate me. Hold it down for country. Leave your mothers up to shade it. Give a damn and sisters think I'm good or lucky payment. Tell them watch it, they don't want it. However, they can get it. Told about that chatter, y'all better go with it. Infiltrated mainstream, maintaining the same theme. Polo shirts and jeans, can't even get them stains clean. Ain't too much I ain't seen. In between LaGrange and Athens, ups and downs, right and left, all around we places crashing. Anyhow, we ready now, the new South has arrived. These savages is finna eat and won't stop till they satisfied.
Right side, off the left. Riverboat Brown dropping a throw inside. Wow, look at Lockett here. Just runs an inside close. Crack open the champagne and go get yourself a turkey leg. Vancouver has won for the first time an SFL championship.
What is up? What is up, SFL Nation? And welcome back to SFL Nights with AJ Stryker. Thank you so much for joining me today or tonight or whenever you decided to hit that play button or turn on that radio dial. I want to apologize for the internet issues that I am experiencing right now. And of course, it waits until showtime to start acting up. So I do want to apologize. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the Vancouver Legion. They are season 25's SFL championship winners. Hard fought. I can't think of a team that went through more in the offseason. We're going to talk about that. That went through in the offseason, had to come up with game plan for a whole, basically, damn near 10 players, and still made it to the championship and won. I think that accolade probably speaks louder than the championship itself. Being able to cultivate a culture in your locker room so that you can retain your players, your veteran players, and also being able to incorporate new players and be successful. Congratulations to you guys. And I want to go ahead and start bringing everybody up. Now, before I do, I would like everybody to just be patient. As I said, I have been having some issues. StreamYard are having some latency issues as well. So I'm going to do my best to conduct this interview without too many interruptions. If something funky happens, if you see something get stuck, just be patient. Everything will clear up, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and bring everyone in. Jack Russell. We have Mr. Josh Barnesy, Mr. Ezekiel Bear, Mr. Brett Killian, Mr. Andy Hamilton, and also Mr. Mark Lopez. I mean, everybody in the building tonight. What's going on, y'all? Make sure everybody's on screen. Good. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Basking in the hard-earned victory.
I know that's right. Josh, what about you? How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing amazingly, AJ. It's awesome holiday. Couldn't ask for anything better than the title with these guys, though. So, loving life.
I bet you are. Ezekiel, how you doing tonight? I just saw you not so long ago.
Yeah, I'm doing great. A little tired, but I'm riding guy.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. DJ Woods, entering the building. What's going on? Man, it's been a minute since I've seen you. Andy, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good. I'm very confused, but I'm happy to be here.
Man, I'm telling you. It wasn't this bad last time.
That was a lot.
Well, we got to bring it in with a bang, I guess. Brett, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm tired, but that's retail life for you. You know about that, AJ.
And Mark, Mr. Lopez, it's been a minute since I've talked to you, dear. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing okay. I gotta say, I think I gained a bit of weight. About
Yes.
about 150 grams of weight, the equivalent of one championship ring. So that's that. But besides that, I'm doing okay.
Hey, good deal, man. Well, that's a good weight to have. You're gonna pick up any weight, Adding a ring to that weight total is how I would like to get my calories or my extra weight. But man, you
Yes,
guys
sir.
did an excellent job this year. As I alluded to earlier, you guys had to just kind of struggle this off season to get to where you are. And I am thoroughly impressed, as I feel like most of the league is, through your accomplishment. It takes a lot of gumption. It takes a lot of belief from the team to believe in the coaches to be able to get them this far. I know, well, I can imagine, the kind of worry that would have came over knowing that so many of your teammates were leaving, and wondering how that was gonna look for season 25. And then you make it, you blast through the season and you blast through the playoffs and you make it to the one game that actually mattered. And you did it, man. So congratulations. But my first question for all of you, I want to know, well, I want to make sure I phrase this right because this is a very important moment. So Mark Lopez, Hall of Fame recipients and now champions Andy Hamilton and Brett Killian just led Vancouver to its first SFL championship after 17 seasons. So I want to know, first of all, how does this feel to you? I know, Brett, you've been a cornerstone of this team for a very long time, and just to finally see everything come to fruition has to feel good. But I want to hear from you guys. What changes did you make up to the game plan and team culture this season that were critical for this breakthrough and winning this title? And I'm going to start with you first, Andy, on this.
Yeah, great question. I think, in terms of changes from last season, not much. We still tried to do, very similar things in terms of how we attacked each game. And then when it came down to kind of the playoffs and the championship, I think one thing we tried to do last year was a little bit of, fighting our way and being in the game. And this year we tried to, do the things that we had done to get us there and take over the game. It really was a goal of ours to kind of make the right plays, not necessarily trying to do too much, limiting turnovers, and putting the best game plan out there for us, but without trying to do, above and beyond what we had done all regular season long. So, Mark did a really great job this season from a coaching and game planning standpoint, and I really just tried to stay out of his way and not screw it up for him.
Let's go with Mark next.
Prior to the season, the challenge was how to handle the big turnover of players that left the team. I mean, a lot of the players that did leave were some of our, good players and better players,
Yes.
both on and off the field. And, you got Charles and, the family and friends surrounding Charles. A lot of those people left and good people leaving. So our challenge was, what do we do coming into the season? And our biggest goal is really to fill the roster not only with good players, as in the good in-game players in a simulation, but also people with good character, people who will be in the locker room with good energy, staying positive, believing in the true goal, which is obviously the chip that is every season, and who's able to stay committed to the weekly, things that you have to do, progressions, that kind of stuff. And fortunately for us, we were able to find them. I think we lost 10 players, but we were able to find 10 more to replace them, and I guess we found the right 10 because look at where we are right now. Obviously, there is a lot of things throughout the season as well, making sure everyone's on top of progressions, making sure everyone's on top of their subscription so that nobody misses a game. right? And couldn't have done it without Brett and Andy in the front office.
Love it, man. I love it. Brett, what about you?
Well, I didn't do too much really. The first thing that I really asked, the first thing I asked Andy was, is there a chance we can clone 25 Josh Farnsies and fill them out on the field and see what happens? And then when Andy told me that cloning humans is illegal, I had to shift my attention elsewhere. So I basically just joined in with Andy and Mark in terms of the recruiting process. And trying to fill those spots, because a lot of those spots were in major positions too. We had to basically rework our running back core as a whole. We couldn't use the fantastic four as we had before with Bravado, Stern, Redford, and Suda Nakai. That was long gone after a couple seasons there. So we had to find guys that would fill in the holes. Guys like Devin. And JW and Jalen, they did very well to fill in those holes for us. And then finding people like Chris Joseph and getting as many as of those opportunities to get in, because like you said, 10 people to replace isn't easy. And you sometimes those expectations start to drop when you have to replace those players. And we kind of took that to heart, and we're like, you know what, we're still Vancouver. So when we went into after building the whole team, it was more so Andy and Mark will deal with the gameplay stuff. I will take care of making sure that they know what team is doing which against us for the opponents. I did I shouldn't say did most of the scouting. I did a good portion of the scouting, to the point where I felt like I was actually a part of the help this season, as opposed to last season, where I felt like I was more so, just playing with the quarters and nickels in my pocket and hoping that Andy and Mark have the right game plan for us to win the important games. And this season, I'm more like, you know what, I can actually, figure out these formations and do something with Andy and Mark, and not feel like an innocent bystander while these two heroes do all the work. So I know now my response is feeling a little bit long in the tooth, so I'm going to end it there.
This is your moment, man. This is your podcast. You don't know if you're going to ever get back to
this
so
guy's moment too, because this guy built the team from the start. He had the vision from the start. I just happened to be the guy that stayed there the longest.
Yeah, I feel that. I got you. But that means something too, because you stuck by his side even when the chips were down and when things weren't looking too good. So that matters, So losing 10 players last season, replacing them, and winning a championship, do you think that any of those 10 players are kicking themselves right now because all they had to do was hold on for one more season, they would have been a champion?
I'm looking at you, Charles.
And I don't care who answers.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I was kicking myself last season because we couldn't give those guys the rings before they left. Mm-hmm. So we wish they are still with us and, getting them those rings. Partly this win is in dedication to all the players that were a part of the Vancouver in its history. Whether it's the 10 who left, they were a big part of our success last season, and even the players in seasons past. They're all a part of the history of the team. So last season, I was definitely kicking myself that we couldn't get them those rings, but the past is past. Salutes to those players. I know, yeah, Brett was saying Charles might be kicking himself, but I keep a close contact with Charles, and I think after the game he gave his congratulations, and I said, "Hey Charles, we hope we did it with you, but thanks for the congratulations."
You take a chance, man. Had the cards been dealt a different way, maybe it would have been a different outcome, but we're celebrating y'all this evening. Guys in the back, do not leave. I promise you I'm going to bring you up, but I kind of wanted to get these guys with their questions out, then I'm going to let them go, and then I'll bring you guys on. And if you guys want to stick around for a little bit to hear everything else, you can. But There were 317 passing yards and 421 total offensive yards by the team. You managed to also punch in 2 rushing touchdowns and clearly keep balance in the offense. So, how important was establishing the run in this game while maintaining a pretty balanced offense? And what did the defense do to allow you to find those lanes to make those plays?
I guess I can go first to answer the offensive side of things. Um, I think our main, at least as far as me creating the game plan against Mexico City, started looking at um, actually, we can go into the weeds of the plan for the championship game. For me, offensively, started in the quarterfinal game. The playbook that I put out in the quarterfinal game and in the semifinal game, at least offensively, dictated what I wanted to do for the championship game. Because if you are a team, any of the team that could have faced us in the championship game, and you look at our first 2 games in the playoffs, you might think that our opponent found success with those two playbooks which looked very similar, and you might start game planning against that. So it is definitely a strategy of switching things up. Especially against Mexico City, against Coach Ramos on the defensive end, who has been very diligent against game planning and scouting. It's not easy putting out an offense that would catch him off guard. And, maybe a wrinkle was not enough. And so we put out an entirely different offensive game plan, but not something that is not our identity. This is an offensive game plan that we've done before, that we've found success in before. And so coming into the championship game, we were confident in it offensively. And to your question specifically about how important it was to get
Okay. Can you guys
the offense going, I think it's definitely important because, especially with the balance, as you mentioned, it's important because you want to get all your players involved. You don't want to get pigeonholed into one thing and be one-dimensional. You want to keep the defense honest, and that way you be as dynamic as you can, get some yards, keep the possession alive, and score. So that was what I found to be important.
So the Legion's defense never allowed a lead and held the Aztecs to just 17 points. So from a defensive end, what adjustments did the defense make pre or mid game to keep Mexico City's offense from gaining momentum?
That's a good question. I enjoy the stats part of the question. Let's just keep saying how great the defense was. I think in game, once you kind of put the playbook in, it's a lot of hoping and just watching, how the game progresses, and then being prepared as the game kind of plays out. We were stopping them consistently in the run. That was something that I think we wanted to ensure that we had a handle on, was not letting them just run ragged, right? And then in addition to that, you didn't want to give up significant chunk plays in the passing game. So ensuring to keep stuff in front of you. We're very lucky. We have a lot of really good players on our defense, and it makes it really easy as a defensive coordinator because when I was getting started back in season 6 and early in season 9, you were game planning for where your star players would be, right? How can I get my best player, my gold stars around the ball, right, on the defensive side? And, now we've got this system and we have the type of team where, we have so many talented players that you really don't have a lot of fears, when you play zone or play man. It's really just about, what you kind of want to shut down. So, we, during the week leading up to the game, we did a lot of testing, a lot of preparation, and tried a lot of different answers to the test. But in reality, our goal was mostly to allow Mark to find the offense that made the most sense, and then find the defense that shut down Mexico City enough to let Mark kind of lead the way on the offensive side. I can't remember if I told him before or after the game, but what I explained to him was like, if you find a way to score 35, I'm not giving up 35, right? So, if you score 30, I might give up 10, but I'm not giving up 30. So if we find a way to get you to 30 on the offensive side, we're not going to lose this game. And so, we were able to do that, and the defense did enough to hold them down. And, we did it without turnovers, which is funny because in my entire SFL career, I've kind of lived and died by the turnover. I have a strong safety who likes to make some of those turnovers himself. And we managed to beat Mexico City without getting the ball off of them, which, is surprising, but kind of a testament to just how strong the defense was on that night.
That was the largest margin of victory in SFL championship history. So what does this win mean for the franchise's legacy? And how do you plan to carry this momentum into season 26? Brett, I'd love to hear from you on this one first.
Oh boy, what is the legacy of LeBron after winning his 4th championship? We can ask that same question and have the same answer
Lord
to
have
that.
mercy. I can't give y'all nothing.
Honestly, and I made this as a joke, and I made it as my nickname in the Streets Are Talking server as the SFL's eternal bridesmaid. After our loss last season in the in the season 24 championship game, I guess really the legacy of the Legion moving forward is that we finally got that one, and we had opportunities even from the get-go. Season 9 in the semifinals, overtime. Don't need to say too much else about that because I already hearken about that on my show often enough. We had opportunities when even in season 17 or season 18 when we went 11-1 and ended up losing to Lone Star in the semifinals in that game, and then having opportunities to our legacy to start off was, can we win a second playoff game? And then we won that second playoff game. Then the next question was, can they actually win it? And now probably the question moving forward is, can they do it again? And I think that's going to be our goal, is to do it again and make sure that we leave no doubt whatsoever, like we did, tailing at the end of the season 25 championship game when we kind of started to run away with that game. The legacy, I guess, for us is, yes, we won the big one, but what's next for Vancouver?
I think to Brett's point, to kind of hop in there, my career as an SFL coordinator, coach, talking head, whatever you want to call it, has been a great story of, a couple no's in a row turns into a yes, and I never look back, right? I become a coordinator in season 6. I apply, I think it was season 8 for ownership, don't get it. Apply again, don't get it. Apply season 9, finally get the team. Run to the semifinals in season 9, don't make it, right? Miss the playoffs for a couple years, finally get back to the playoffs. Lose the first game in the playoffs, a couple years in a row or what have you. Make the semifinal, can't make the big dance. Make the semifinal, can't make the big dance. Finally make the big dance, lose the big dance. Make it again, finally win it. And so I think, it's a great story, in my opinion, of just not being willing to give up the hope and the dream that one day, for people like Brett and Mark and, Josh Farnsey, who's going to come up here in a little bit, but just never giving up the hope that, you're doing things the right way. You've built the team and the family of guys that are committed to being here to make it happen. I think when Brett talks about trying to do it again, we replaced 10 guys last season. And I think Mark, we're looking for 3, maybe might be the magic number this year. So
might be, yeah.
It's much lower than 10. I can guarantee you that. And, we have a lot of people who are committed to wanting to do it again. And I think, we're not looking to go anywhere, right? We have, a good understanding of what the magic sauce is at this point. And so our goal is to continue, going upwards and onwards.
I guess one thing I'll add is more a conversation on the SFL as a whole, because any team, we especially want to do things again, but there's also 21 other teams, or at this point 20 other teams who were waiting at the wings to be in our place next season. So for one whole month while we were preparing for the championship games, teams have already been in an arms race to develop their team, develop their playbook for next season. So it's going to be an interesting look forward about how can we tackle a new SFL where the field is now much more improved. The field is now much more scouted as far as they've seen what we've done. The target is now on our back. And so we are now the team that is to beat, which means the pressure is on us every week next season to be on top of our game. And I think, as Andy said, we have the framework of being great. It's just going to be, can we stick to that? I think we can, and I hope we will.
You talk about an arms race there, Mark. And I just saw after training camp is done, one of the kickers just reached a $10 million salary to end the season. So we're gonna have a lot of high paying players moving forward. So we got to be ready.
Listen, the arms race. I've also been doing some stuff behind the scenes. I tell you what, after the championship game, you know what I did? I started a sim. I created the new playbook. That's what I did.
I told this man, Ashley, to take at minimum 1 week off, and there have been multiple days this week where I've thought, should tell Mark about this, or I should look at that free agent, and I go, you know what? No, I'm taking 1 week to just not. And this man's over here running sims after we win. He's a machine, and we love him for it. But I wish he would smile and celebrate all his hard work.
Well, he did all the celebrating. He told us after the game. I can't reveal too much about it, but he.
No.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's going to be one of my questions that when I bring Josh and everybody else, that's going to be one of my questions. So if y'all want to stick around and answer what y'all did, I'd love to hear it. But two more really quick questions. Eddie asked a very good one in chat. Who would you name your MVP of the champion?
Do we want to do Andy one offensive player, one defensive MVP?
Yeah, we can do that. And then Brett can do special teams, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
It's a tough one, Brett.
Yeah.
My offensive MVP. Ooh, you know what? It's a tough question because you can look at all the numbers.
Just say me.
I could say you, Brett. I could say you with your 135 yards and 8 catches. I could say Devin Lloyd with his 16 carries and almost 4.0 yards per carry. So he had almost 70 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. I could say the offensive line, who allowed 0 sacks in 35 pass attempts and over 4 yards per carry. I think it's because the offense had a complete game that it's difficult to give my MVP, but just because he put up 14 points on the board and basically ended the game at the end of the game with first downs and a touchdown, I'm going to give it to Devin Lloyd. But Brett, close second. We wouldn't also have done it without you.
I'm taking back 5% of your ownership.
Well,
Oh no!
I'm back to 0%.
No, you're back down to 5.
On the yeah, it's true. He's only down at 5 again. On the defensive side, I'm going to go. I think it's super easy and it's super. I don't have any of the stats in front of me. I didn't look. Don't care. The one win. That's all I care about. But all over the field, and in his last game, he played. For Vancouver for a lot of seasons. Really was a kind of a behind-the-scenes guy. Let us know that he wasn't going to return for next year before the championship. Marquise Reed was really all over the field in that game and, was a really good player for us all season, but not to the level that he played in that championship game. He was tackles for loss. He was making tackles before first downs. all over the field, and truly made an impact, on our team for not only a lot of years, but specifically in that championship game. So I'm going to go linebacker Marquise Reed.
You guys really left me with such a difficult choice for
You
special
can
teams
do an
MVP.
offense and a defense. I was joking with you.
So I'm gonna hit a ball down left field instead, and say this was a guy that is probably more heart and soul on this team that really that I don't think any of us could really match in this. And he's not really on this team. He's been a guy that we've been thinking about for the longest time, ever since he left us, unfortunately. And I feel like really the MVP for this championship game, and who we really fought for this title, was Rich Pratchard. Hashtag Forever 86. So I think the thought of getting this one for Rich pushed us over the hump and got us that championship win. So I'm going to give it to him personally.
Very noble of you, for hashtag 12 and hashtag 86. So always live on. Fun fact, when I was a rookie, when I first came into the league, I actually had number 86 first.
Oh.
And Richard and I were in the same class. We were in the same rookie class, man. So I'm glad that you guys were able to get that for him and keep him in your memories as well. Last question for you guys before I bring up the rest of your team. What is one message that you want to give your teammates and the fans of the Vancouver Legion tonight?
I'm going to leave it up to Andy on that one. He's the better man of words. I'm not good with speeches and the like.
Well, did you hear his Hall of Fame speech? No, he had a better speech than I did. Yeah. So to be fair, we'll start with Andy. I'll say really quick for the fans. Sorry it took so long.
17 seasons. But you made it, though.
I think just going off what Brett said, I every year I always take it upon myself when we're eliminated to write the apology to the players in the locker room, and just emphasize, hey, we did everything in our power, but, this wasn't our year. We're going to come back stronger and we're going to work hard. And, I wrote it on Friday after we had won, and I said, I've had to write this so many different times. The first couple of years that we got eliminated, it really felt like, you had let everyone down. And then, as you lose more and more of them, it starts to feel more and more like, I just couldn't get it done this year. But Friday night, it was a lot of, oh my gosh, we finally did it. There's no need this year to write that letter. And, like Mark said earlier, to everyone who's ever been a part of, our organization, I think, this win and this championship and this ring and trophy transcends, just this year's team. I think, as Mark said, we build and grow a little bit every single season. And every year we pick up new information that kind of helped us get to where we are today, right? We don't win this championship without my time with Shan Varner and James Klein in Carolina. We don't win this championship without Tom Pepper leading the way for so many seasons. We don't win the championship without Charles Doherty or our friend Mr. Raccoon, Michael Percoco, without Rich, without all these guys who have spent time and energy to kind of help us not only, play on the field, but also coach and sim and learn about, all pro or about, our new game that we're playing on now. So, this championship, Doug Day was in the chat watching the game, and he was sending love, and he was only here for a little bit. Jeremy Vega was here for a little bit. So, this championship, it's special for those of us who have won it in season 25, but it's super valuable and important, in my opinion, to thank and have it feel like it belongs to anyone who's ever played on this team and for this franchise, because truly every single person who has walked in the door has made an impact, whether that's, boiling and eating your own socks, or eating just some mustard pizza at some point. Or all the way up to those people like Josh Farnsey, who we have today, DJ Woods, and Achilles has his own room in the locker room where he pumps music, or if you're Gerald Giudice, who I have to message on Facebook every single week with his progression because he only logs into Discord to progress. So, from top to bottom, everyone who's ever been a part of the team, really, I think, should cherish this as their own because, anyone who's reached out who was on the team, I tell them, you should celebrate this as if it's yours, the same way that we're going to celebrate it.
That's awesome. The foundation that helped build the way you giving props to that. That's awesome because sometimes that's forgotten. So I know those former players are really happy that you said that right now. Mark, did you have anything you want to add before I let you three go to the back and bring up your counterparts?
Yeah, I guess I'll just say, Vancouver, let's do it again. Let's do it again next season.
Okay then. All right then. We'll see. As long as AZ in it, we'll see.
Ashley, I'm going to jump. I'm going to give all the time to all the other players. They all deserve it. So I'll be watching on YouTube, but I'm going to jump from the call, and please just all the questions for all of our great players. And these two guys, I hope these two guys stick around too.
Awesome, man. All right. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate you. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and put you in the back, and I'm going to bring up the rest of everyone else. All right. Now, welcome in Josh Farnsey, Ezekiel Dare, DJ Woods. Now, I know I tried to get Jack Russell up there, but I know that he had to go, so I'm so sorry. Jack, if you're listening, come back. I'll have you back on, and I'll ask you, all these questions that we can, catch up, man, because I really wanted to catch up with you too. But I'm glad that you guys stuck around for me to get your thoughts and your opinions on how important this win was for you guys. And that's my first question. You guys are a part of a legacy now. You guys you did it, all the progressions, all the hard times, it all paid off for you. And I want to know how you feel right now, starting with you first, Josh.
It feels fantastic. I think Andy kind of just summed it up nice. I think talking about a lot of those people that were in this locker room for so many years. So this is my 10th season that I just finished with Vancouver. So, it was just sort of surreal. I think I did think about some of my old teammates and thinking about some of the guys that I've been in here with, especially a long time, like Achilles. I came into the league with him season 16. So guys like that, but I just really happy for everybody involved, because I think this whole team was just, it was just so great to be not just on the field, but in the locker room with these guys. So I was just so thrilled. I was watching the game. My two boys were watching it with me. They were going nuts after every play. Bear, they were like, one of the catches they made, they almost fell off the couch when you made one of those catches. So, I just grateful for, and she's gone. If she's still there, I'm grateful for that, for everything that this team's done, and for the coaching staff that put us all in the right position to win. Effort. And that's how I save Christmas.
Man. I'm sorry. Apparently,
I gotcha, Eds. Folks, this is she's.
I like how you kept it moving, though. I like how you kept it rolling.
Just to be like the last two times, poor Ashley's had me on my show. My computer has done something, and I've just been unceremoniously dumped by my own internet. So I feel your pain.
Thank you, but we're gonna get this done now. I'm not gonna give up.
Mm-hmm. That's a Vancouver attitude for you right there.
Ezekiel, what about you, honey? Remember, we talked about this. Exactly. Ezekiel, though, you and I just talked about this. We just talked about how does it feel to be a part of this making of being a legacy. Now you actually did it now. So I know you're ecstatic.
Yeah, like I said, I'm riding high. I'm very happy. I've expressed my gratitude to the team in the locker room multiple times, and it just holds true. I love the team, love everyone in the locker room. Such a great group of people. We are literally a family in there. But yeah, we won our division, first seed, won the big game. We played and won the final game of the season this year, and yeah, we're starting a legacy. But I think I've seen a few people have said this, and I think the same way as well. But season 26, I think our key word might be defend. Defend the title, go out there, and just give everyone our best shot, because that's what's going to come to us.
All day long. DJ, last time we were together, you was doing push-ups with me. You muted.
Yeah, it's been 84 years. Yeah.
So how's it feel, man?
Yeah, as stated earlier,
When?
Let's see, trying not to be too long. Yeah, I was about to be one of the guys that had left back in season 23 when we were 5-7. But the way, because before I had left, I had looked back at one of my interview tapes, and it was something about me not leaving the team, and then I also didn't want to go out being 5'7", thinking I had quit on them, and I'm not like that. So I had decided to stick with the Brotherhood, and then season 24 hits, we make it to the championship, and I'll admit, yeah, Mexico City, that game kind of bugged me in a way. So I stuck around season 25, and rest is history.
I wanted to know the same question that I asked coaches and owners. Who would be your MVP players for the championship game? And you could name someone on offense or defense or both, special teams, whomever you feel should be named MVP. I would like to know from you who. And I'll start with you first, DJ. Who's your MVP?
Oh boy. All right, for offense, he can only count to 4. I've heard Christian Brown, and I can't pick 2 offensive players because I also want to say Ezekiel Bear with his sophomore year. What can he pick himself?
I'm not going to pick myself, but thank you.
Well, I'll pick you, and you can just pick Christian for me. As for defense, I'm going to have to say the entire front 7, well, mostly the front 4, Kevin Brackett, Chris Joseph, Judas Sessi, and Big Papa Tonis for pressuring the quarterback, And as for special teams, yeah, I already know. Yeah, special teams, chance to win.
Say it.
Yep, that's my MVPs.
Love it. Love it. Mr. Bear, who you got for MVP?
Well, thanks, DJ, for the MVP vote. I think I would have to go with Devin Lloyd, honestly, on offense. Just He had a lot of big carries for us, ran the ball. All our running backs ran the ball really well, but I would go with Devin Lloyd. Defensively, I'm kind of torn between Russell and Reed. Both of them were all over the field, making big plays. But since I think it was Andy went with Reed earlier, I'll just say Jack Russell. And defense or special teams chance to win, definitely. He hit those field goals when we needed them big. So,
Josh, what about you?
As a defensive guy, I'll start with defense. How about that? Marquise Reed. Marquise Reed wasn't only the MVP of, I think, this championship game. Marquise Reed was the MVP of the playoffs. He just made big play after big play. If people were watching, and they should have been Ashley's opener, they had a play where the tight game against Houston, he made the deflection on 4th down, made the big play at the end. He had like 6 tackles for loss in this championship game, and everything just seemed to be like everything was a big play. So I'll give it to him. I'll give it to on the offense. I got to give it to. There's so many ways you could slice up this pie, but I'm going to give it to Christian Brown. I also, just like with Achilles, I had a kind of a special moment with him too, because we both also came in the league together. We were season 2 in the minors for the Birmingham Fuel. We actually went to the championship game. We came inches from winning that game. So it was really sweet to kind of be celebrating with the champagne this time. So I'll give Christian Brown the offensive nod, and special teams. Chance, he's rock solid. That he made every big kick he was asked to make. So there you go.
Okay. Love it. I love it. Got a few fun questions for you. Well, before I get to those, because it's only like about maybe 3 of them. How do you feel that your individual player performed this season? Were you satisfied with the performance, or is there something that you would like to see change for season 26 with your individual players? So, Ezekiel, I'm gonna start with you first.
All right. I think my player performed really well. I mean, I took a huge step forward. When you look at our wide receiving room, it's insanely stacked. It's probably one of the best in the league. So considering how well I did when we have Killian, Lockett, John Michael Sudduth, I'm completely content with how I performed. Every time I saw my name or the little bear emoji pop up in the chat from my teammates, I was thrilled, ecstatic. Anytime that ball came towards me, I was ecstatic. So I'm just hoping to take another step forward next season.
I'm I have to say I was pretty satisfied, but at the same time, I really want to make an all-star appearance. Like I really want to check that off my checklist, but I don't want my how could I say this? Well, basically, I don't want my selfishness kind of like sacrifice the team. You know, like if we end up losing, so like they want me to step forward on parents. So championships, I'm more concerned about that over my stats and where everybody go.
I mean, and that's that's commendable too. But you always want the team to win. That's first, But you do pay to play, And I don't think that there was anything wrong with you expressing that you want to be in the All-Star game at some point in your career. So that's a new goal. That's a new avenue that I'm sure Andy and Mark can get you in the right position to do so eventually. So, but don't be ashamed about saying that. I think that's a goal for everybody, at least at once. Josh, what about you, honey?
I was pretty happy with how I played this year, and definitely no complaints on that. I think we have a defense too that I just speaking from the defensive side that has so many people that can make plays. First of all, DJ Woods is going to be an all-star. You stay in this league, DJ, you're going to be an all-star. That's just inevitable. But for speaking as the third best linebacker on this team, I can tell you that, there's just so many people that make big plays. And I mean, I would go on a limb, and not even on a limb. I think we're the best defense, and we were the best defense in the league this year. We don't have a single defensive all-star on this roster. So we were able to do it just by lots and lots of people who just have that are really solid at what they do and really played their butts off, and then the coaching staff putting us in those right spots, calling the right plays. I think just like DJ, I mean, I'll take another ship next year if it means I'm gonna not make as many tackles or not make as many this or that. As long as I can contribute somewhat meaningfully, like let's keep that going.
All-star nod or championship? I think I'll take that championship too. So hey, you guys, you're doing your thing. I got a few fun questions for you. What you say?
We'll take
What
both.
you say, Bear?
Both all-star and championship.
I know. Being greedy.
Of course.
Can't get y'all nothing. Okay. All right. So fun questions for you. Which teammate in your locker room is the funniest or the biggest trash talker behind the scenes? And can you share a quick PG-13 example? Let me see if I can bring Brett back up here without everything crashing. Hold on. Wait for it. It's one of those nights. So, funniest teammate or who talks the biggest trash?
I got a story for you. So, this actually involves you, BK. We'll see if you remember it.
Christ sakes, you got to drag me into this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, fine.
Mark, perfect. You popped in too. I think it was in the early, first or second game of the season. Mark sent a screenshot of reception yards from a sim that he did, and I was in it. BK was in it, and I had 150-yard game or something like that. And all BK had to say was well, we got to make sure I get more yards. I was thanks, man. Appreciate that.
That's
right.
always my thing, though. I got to get more yards. I am chasing history at this point, and I'm still 78,000 yards away from DR Sims, so I have to get my yards.
Every yard matters, honey. Anybody else want to share before I move on to the next one?
I think the obvious answer would be Brett, on account of he has an entire show where that's what he does. He trash talks the other teams in the league, and
don't trash talk them though. I just give insights. That's all I do. If
I don't know,
anything,
man.
I just say Vancouver
just
by
like
a million,
fire.
and then we end up losing to Washington by 3.
I guess so. I guess it's less trash talking and more hyping up Vancouver. But boy, Brett, when that show you had prior to our game, I was like, I hope we don't generate negative karma from whatever Brett's gonna say on his show.
Whatever.
That would be my answer to the question. But no, all jokes aside, I don't think we are a locker room known to be trash talking, not at least that I'm aware of. We have very good characters in the locker room, people who have high levels of integrity and sportsmanship. If there's any trash talking that happens, I have not been made aware of. The chat scrolled too fast for me to see those. So
Yeah, you guys haven't had anybody come across my desk, so y'all are good. Y'all good.
I
See,
checked with you,
I was
Ashley.
I was
checked
a
with
little
you.
bit scared once we got Doyle on the team. I was thinking maybe it'll happen maybe once or twice, but not this time.
Yeah, Mark, you did check.
Mr. Paranoid over here.
Yeah, it was. I was like, no, if your teammate is in trouble, I will always let the owners know. At least one of you. I had a past situation that I would never let 5, 6, 7 people in one room ever again. We're not doing that. But that's a whole nother thing. So, if the Vancouver Legion had to choose a theme song for this championship run, what would it be and why?
Whichever Greek song that Achilles has. Mark, do you have an idea?
I don't know the titles. Let me
You have
see.
a lot of them.
They're all in Greek, so I don't know what it says.
I think we might have. I think the room got removed. Oh no, never mind. I found that.
No, it's still there. He had stuff for Friday night even.
Is it
songs
too?
too,
Is
so
it
yes,
is it too
I'm
easy
well
if
aware.
we go with "We Are the Champion"?
That's too cliche, Mark. You got to pick something better than that.
Cliche. Okay.
Oh, what about Cody Rhodes' theme song?
Kingdom? Okay.
Yeah, Kingdom. Yeah, Kingdom by Downstreet. Yeah. What's funny was that after the after the semifinal game against Houston, like that was literally the first song I had played to celebrate. Yeah, so I thought that was like a good theme song for us. And then after we beat Mexico City,
guys.
I just started spamming it.
Well, that's what it was. That's what happened. That's why y'all won, huh? Because you spammed that song, huh?
If it works, Ashley, it works.
2 more questions, y'all. Hey, well, we got to find some. 2 more questions for you guys. Now that the title is secure, now that the title, you have the title, what was the first thing that you ate, drank, or did to celebrate that night that you won?
I'll take this one. I'll take this one first. I'm kind of a craft beer person, and so I actually cracked open one of my favorite craft beers, and I think I had some blueberry pie that I had left over from Thanksgiving. So I was on top of the world. So I'm living like a king with my blueberry pie and my barrel aged stout.
Ooh.
Top that, guys.
I can't. I just had a sandwich, an egg salad sandwich. That's all I had after.
Full of protein. It's delicious.
I had a Pepsi, which is like I have at least a liter of that. It feels like a day, which I think that classifies an addiction at this point. But I had a Pepsi along with I went to a local pizza place that was 2 blocks away from me, and I got myself a bacon and sausage pizza. And before you ask, AJ, yes, I did put mustard on that pizza.
It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. I can't have it no other way now. Thanks, Brett.
Goes with the sausage.
Yeah, it does go with I got the Italian sausage too, and that makes it just wow, excellent.
It does. It's something about the way that mustard hits. You know, I would have never tried it if you wouldn't have said it. So,
speaking of Zeke, I don't
Mr.
know
Bear.
if you tried that pizza yet.
Not to
Which
celebrate.
you haven't finished that rookie initiation from 2 seasons ago.
No.
If we win the second championship, maybe Zeke, you have to actually do mustard pizza.
I have to put mustard on my pizza.
Yes, you certainly do.
All right, you guys will get a picture in the group chat about that.
You have
to. Yes.
But to answer the question, I'm a father of 3, and I had my kid, single father of 3. and I had my kids for the game. I actually spent most of the night up and down because 2 of my kids were throwing up all night. So even long after the game, I was dealing with them, taking care of them, doing laundry. But in the morning, after I woke up, after like 2 hours of sleep, I had some chocolate brownie cream pie left over from Thanksgiving. So I had a slice of that and went back to fatherly duties. So
Take that, you blueberry
I
pie,
really
Josh.
celebrate too much.
I've been
Crush that blueberry
outpied.
That sounds like a good Thanksgiving if you had leftover.
I mean,
Hey, it was just me and my kids, and they wanted the pumpkin pie, so I had plenty of pie left over.
So you suffered and had the chocolate ones.
Yes, I took that bullet for them.
Suffer.
Ezekiel Bear, humanitarian.
You know, always.
DJ, what'd you
yeah,
have?
all I had was
Chance,
pizza and salad. Yeah.
You said peas and salad.
Just a pepperoni pizza. No, pizza. Pepperoni.
Oh.
No mustard. Where you go? Anyway.
Hey, it really ain't that bad, though. You get smart.
Pepperoni pizza and a Caesar salad.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah, I was planning on eating that before the championship, but then I decided to save it.
Hey.
No.
I'm kind of like that, too. I can't eat during the game before. Okay. We gonna try. What the hell is you?
Brett's about
He
to
got
put
mustard?
down he's about to put down 2 pounds of mustard.
Sorry, my chicken burger patties just got finished cooking, and I don't have any bread, so I'm just gonna douse it in mustard.
Hey, big thing, bro.
Just for proof. There you go, guys.
Is it honey mustard? Or
There it
is.
is.
Yellow.
French is yellow.
French is yellow.
French's.
On the chicken patty.
Mhm.
Is it breaded?
That's it. Solamente, honey.
Not the worst. I don't think.
You guys ain't living if you don't do this.
No?
Just put mustard on everything.
All right. Now I'm gonna try to bring up one more person. I'm hoping that this works. Please, please, please. Chance Town, everybody.
Hey,
Come on,
hey,
hey,
what up?
Hey.
Hey, with the champs. Champs are here. What's going on, y'all? How we doing?
What's going on, man? Chilling, man. Good to see you. Finally.
Yeah. I didn't. That's completely my bad. Time zones. That's what I'm gonna blame it on.
Trust me. I get it. I get it. Before I ask the last question, because I think you guys, I'm gonna give you some time to think about this, guys, while I catch up with Chance. Just a couple questions. Well, just one question. Guys, what I want you to think about, if you could freeze one moment from the championship game and hang it as a poster on your wall forever, which play or scene would it be from the championship matchup? So I'm gonna let y'all think about that while I talk to Chance. Chance, first of all, how are you? And how does being a champion, what does being a champion feel like after all this time?
Man, it's finally starting to set in. I think after so many days, it's finally starting to set in. I feel like I was still on your last question because that was such a good question. My mind immediately went for me. I just want to personally say my mind, not from the championship game, but for the one before that where I got to tackle that returner. Hey, kickers with the tackles on the returner. I would frame that tackle. That's what I would do.
I love it. I love it. So, what does it feel like to be a part of this legacy now that you guys are building, man? Like you're building a dynasty, hopefully. Especially if you can 2 and 3-peat.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. It does, like you said, it feels like we're just getting started. I mean, obviously we made the championship last season, so we're a couple scores, our way, going on two in a row. Like you never know. Like if a couple things break our way, we could be on our second right here. So you never know, man. We gotta just keep pushing. I mean, it's not gonna get any easier. Of course, we got like the target now. That's what they say. You got a target on your back, so. It's not going to get any easier, but as I've always said, we have the best front office in all of the league, so I believe in it.
Also, your personal performance this season, were you happy with it?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's all about consistency in the kicking game. I think I might be in like the top 10 in all time right now. So I feel like I'm still trying to chase the Shark Tarkingtons of the world, and my initial rival, of course, coming in was Pati, in my same draft, but he's long gone. So, but yeah, no, I feel like it was a good season. I just got to keep working.
Love it, man. Love it. So you already answered if you could freeze that one moment in time question.
That tackle, I was so
So we're
hyped,
gonna
man.
shoot
I
it
called
back
that
up.
tackle.
You should screenshot it, print it
Oh,
out,
I
and put it on your wall. There you go,
already,
right there.
yeah. Besides the wall part, it is screenshotted. It's
You already
they've seen the screenshots. It went right in the locker room.
Love it. DJ, you could freeze one moment from that game. What would it be? And put it on your wall.
Oh boy, one moment. I think I would say that one moment it would be when the final score popped up because you could just like compare it to this season to last season on how much we improved. So like I would like to freeze the final 3-0 in the fourth quarter.
And then that relief just set in and just everything just washed away. I know that's good.
Yeah.
Man, DJ, you stole my answer.
Brett,
I
what
was
about
going to
you?
go for something like that.
Ah. Well,
else.
it was either that or that time Christian Brown got intercepted. So then that way I could do 10 push-ups.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, it was either that or that one time when Christian Brown threw that interception. So that way I can do your little 10 push-ups challenge, AJ.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, he should have been on that too. Brett says, okay, so Andy says he wants you to eat the mustard pizza live on air, and Brett says, I'm sorry, Mr. Bear says I don't have any pizza here, or I would try it. So that means when you do get some pizza, you're gonna film yourself eating it with the mustard on it, and then everybody will be happy, right, Mr. Bear?
I guess so. I guess we'll just have to. I'll make the video and then we'll just put it out to the entire SFL.
The people demand it now.
Ashley, can you have?
I mean, I'm not even on YouTube.
I was gonna say, do you have an off-season schedule yet, Ashley? Can we do this live and get like a couple camera angles on like the pizza and stuff? Can we make that happen?
All right.
Sure can.
I'm
Nice.
Vancouver's. I'm
Absolutely.
Vancouver's
As a matter of
lone
fact-
representative of the anti-mustard pizza fan club.
We're gonna get you on that, Tony. I don't care whether we force feed it to you. Andy and I go down to your neck of the woods and we pin you to the wall and we force that pizza down your gullet. We're gonna make that happen.
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh my.
Hey, that's what we talking about.
Just don't hurt
Kickers, man.
I can't.
This dude started developing.
Oh my God.
CBC, I swear.
It's not actually, Eddie. It's not disgusting. It's
Don't
quite
be a
delicious.
hater, Eddie.
Depending on the pizza that you eat on, you have to eat it with a lot of meat. As I'm telling you, it's actually pretty good, man.
Mm-hmm.
But Ezekiel, what moment in time would you freeze and put it on your wall?
Moment. So I'm torn between two. One would be any of my catches, just because last season in the championship game, I never had a catch. So it was kind of big for me. But I think the one that I'm actually leaning on is, I believe it was Wells. He ran over one of the Mexico City defenders and just kind of murdered him on during the game. So I think I freeze that and put that on my wall.
He had that Harish pose, huh? Just laid out. I would never forget it.
From the championship, I'd freeze the JMS, the JMS run where he's breaking away. He didn't quite make it to the end zone, but I freeze him running.
If JMS got to the end zone, that would have had to be it.
Yeah.
I would even freeze
That's the highlight of the
moment that he broke the tackle from Jeffrey Daggs, because he made Jeffrey look like a kid.
Which is funny because he
did.
is.
He went.
He is a kid, yeah. But JMS is so big, his player on screen made Jeffrey's player look so. That's why the broken tackle.
Ethan in real life makes Jeffrey look like he's 8 years old again.
It definitely showed on the field, though. That was crazy. I think I included that in one of the highlights that Ron was so gracious enough to make. So shout out to you, Ron Haynes and Sully Richardson, for the graphics and the highlights that you guys helped make.
I know Sully.
Tonight.
I was with them on LA at one point.
There you go.
Hey.
See? Small world.
Yup.
Josh, which moment you freezing?
So I was tempted to say I had a sack, which I'm not really a high volume sack person, but definitely kind of along the DJ's lines. The handshake at the end of the game, Andy standing there with the score as it is. His first moment going on the field there with a trophy in his back pocket, because he's meant so much to this organization. I think we were all fighting for each other, but I mean, we really, to a person, I think we would say, we're also very, very trying hard for Andy to get that first chip. And so for me, it's going to be Andy. I'm not sure if we virtually dumped Gatorade on him, but if that was included anywhere, maybe that instead. But just him standing on the field, champion for the first time, that would mean the most to me.
Mark, what about you?
Can I answer 2 moments?
Sure.
My first one would be the near touchdown by Devin Lloyd, where he ran to the outside and jumped off like Superman. I thought that went in. I thought that was a touchdown, but referee said he stepped out of bounds. That would have been an insane moment to capture and freeze in time. Just him laid out in the air for a touchdown. The second moment would be towards the score, the touchdown that put us up 30-17. The rollout by Christian Brown out of empty set with 12 yards to go. Pressure on his face. He makes a throw. Nick Lockett makes a one-handed catch touchdown with Max Jackson folding him over. That moment was so ingrained in my mind. I've watched that clip so many times. I can almost verbatim reiterate what the call was by Cam and Charles. But the one-handed catch as he was being folded in two is going to be the moment that I would also freeze in time.
Good stuff. Last, Brett. What moment were you freezing in time?
Well, Mark stole the non-joke one that I had, which was the Nick Lockett one-handed catch in the end zone over Max Jackson. I mean, that one basically separated us between us and Mexico City for the entirety of that game. The other one would have been our 62 going, the call on the play is overturned, negating Ray Bentley's touchdown so that he sticks with 0 touchdowns for the game.
Fantasy football owners would be so mad right there. SFL fantasy football owners would have been heated.
Yeah.
Now they got to be thinking, "Oh, damn! I should have started Buford Van Dam."
Right. The vulture.
Yeah.
Van Dam.
All right, guys. Those were all the questions that I had for you this evening, but I do want to let you end on by having the last word. And so as you are making your final statements, I'm going to put you in the back and you can actually leave and log off if you like, or you can stay to hear like the final songs and things of that nature. But I want to say before I let you guys have the last word that it was a pleasure sharing this moment with you. Yes, would I like it to be with my own team? Of course. But as a community ambassador and as someone who genuinely cares for people, I do care. And I just want to say congratulations again to all of you. You definitely deserved it. You worked hard against all of the odds. People probably counted you out from the start because of the turnover rate. But Mark, Andy, Brett, you guys got it together and you guys were able to work wonders with what you had. So for that, I think we all can take a page out of your book and learn from you guys. And for you to still have the humility and, the class that you still have, in all of this and winning and everything. It means a lot and it speaks volumes. So again, congratulations, guys. As I said, I'm going to let you kind of get the last word and I'm going to let you go as you go. So we're going to start with DJ first, then Chance, then Ezekiel, then Josh. Then we're going to end things up with Brett and Mark. Okay? So DJ, last words, brother, for your fans and for the league and your teammates.
Don't get lost in the woods.
Put that on a shirt and sell it, huh?
Love it.
Thank
All
you,
right.
brother.
All right. I think you said I'm next.
All right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank our coaching staff and of course just Commish and everybody that but works behind the scenes all season long. I mean, I have now obviously I don't know, I haven't been in it, but I'm sure it takes a lot to make a product like this. So number one, thank everybody that does all the work like that, and then secondly, of course our front office, they do I'm sure a lot of work themselves. So that's awesome. And just you gotta keep giving my team a chance to win. He's going out with the Woods thing. I better
Yes, sir.
I better go out with mine.
Take that chance, huh? I love it.
All right.
Thank you, Chance. Hey, you need to come back on the show whenever you can because this is your first time actually being on. And I do have a plethora of questions to ask you, but we can do that some other time.
All right, definitely. Let me know. I'm more than happy. It's a great show. So,
Chance, go
Thank
play your
you,
Eastern
Chance.
Michigan game.
oh, you're right. I got to get that in. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'll be streaming that at some point here. All right. See you
Hey,
guys.
make sure you put your streams in the community channel so we can come check you out.
Oh yeah. The emus. We gotta win. We got a Liberty Mutual
Not the
NIL
Liberty
deal.
Mutual, bro.
Yeah, we got a Liberty Mutual NIL deal. So we got a lot going on with the emus right now.
Do your thing, brother. Good luck to you, honey.
All right. See you
All
guys.
right.
Have a great night.
You too, baby. Mr. Bear.
Yeah, I just want to thank the entire SFL community, my team. It's been a great ride with you guys so far. Can't wait to run it next season. Mark, Andy, Brett, thank you guys so much. I read all the messages from your guys' chats about the scouting and playbooks and all that, and I know how much you guys poured into it, and we would not be here without you three. So thank you guys, and hopefully we can run it back next year.
All right, then. See you around, Ezekiel, and you too. Don't be a stranger, brother. Come back.
Anytime, just let me know.
Thank you. Josh.
Just to echo what they said, just thank you to all those Legion fans out there. Thank you to the coaching staff. I mean, Mark, Brett, Andy. I mean, just phenomenal job putting us in a position to just be great this year. So thank you for that. Everyone in the locker room, a lot of people. There's so much to go around to, like, we didn't even get to some people like Ron Hoff, who played such a key part in our team this year, to Michael Lister, who made the biggest hit I've ever seen on this platform back in the regular season. I think it was like week 8. Go check it out. I think that we just, the Iceman, Kevin Brackett, who was on the Legion and then came back, and I think, wanted to. He was someone who was like up there in the leagues and like sacks and all this other stuff, and really just kind of was very selfless, wanted to play a role and try to win a title, and so I'm just happy for him too. So just for all those guys, thank you. For Vancouver Nation, I guess this is my official free agency. Just to let you know, we're coming back in blue next year. So we'll see you guys, and thank you so much, Ashley, for having us.
First, you're very welcome. I said free agency. Damn, man, you leaving? Okay.
If I'm not scaring them, it's, I don't know where you guys are. It's like almost like 1 a.m. here. I gotta get the blood flowing. That'll
do it. That'll do it. But thank you, Josh. Hey, and when I do, this is show 380. So 20 more shows to episode 400. I know you mentioned about being on it. Maybe we can do like a cooking stream together, and hopefully it won't crash. We'll be all right.
No, we'll hope and pray. Hope and pray. So.
Indeed. See you soon, brother. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Brett.
Well, I don't have any witty things about my nickname or anything like that. BK12 kind of keeps things pretty simple when it comes to that stuff. So I'm going to focus on everyone else. CTE4, Christian Brown, Devin Lloyd, JW Doyle, Nick Lockett, Ezekiel Bear, John Michael Suddeth, Oliver Couch, Mango S. Moody, Zach Turner, Frank Burks, Gregory Winnell, my father, Gerald Giudice, Kevin Brackett, Achilles Papatonis, Chris Joseph, Marcus Reed, DJ Woods, Josh Farnsey, Ron Hoff, E-Man, Emmanuel Blackman, Michael Lister, Drew Hamilton, Jack Russell, some weirdo named Mark, and of course we can't leave without Chance to Win in that group as well. That is your entire team that brought you to the homeland, to the championship. Season 25, it is ours. We can take this season and claim it as ours. Moving forward, we're going to defend that title. Whether you're with us or you're without us, just know that the eternal frost is always waiting.
All right. Winter is here, honey. Damn coming. It's already here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, Brett. Looking forward to seeing what y'all do on Wednesday or Thursday, when you guys have your show.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
All right, love. Bye-bye. Last but not least, Mr. Mark Lopez.
Yes, ma'am. I will say, Brett, if you are still here, you stole my entire bit. I was gonna do what you just said. I was gonna.
I need the limelight, Mark. That's how I got on Daddy's show in the first place.
All right. Well, in that case, you did all the.
Uh-oh.
Now we're just taking Mark out.
Whoops.
Okay.
Oh. All good. Well, since Brett already named all the players in the team, I was gonna do the same and say, you all are now champions, and you can finally hold your head up high, but honestly, we couldn't have done it without every single player in that roster doing their job of doing their weekly progressions and believing in the vision and the trust, being positive and staying positive through the ups and downs. And we had a few downs as well with, it's not a perfect season, but everyone just stayed true, and the belief was there, and we all pulled through. And to my other friends across the league, also couldn't have done it without everyone that supported the team. And we'll do it again next season. We hope to do it again next season. Everyone else in the league, it will be an honor to be sharing the field with everyone once again. So bring it.
It will be broadened. Trust me.
Thanks for having me, AJ.
Anytime, Mark. You don't be a stranger either. Come back. We got some catching up to do.
Mm-hmm. We will.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And everybody, thank you for joining us this evening. I know it did not come without its electrical, well, what do I want to say? Internet troubles. So if you stuck around and you saw it through, special thanks to you. Special thanks to everyone that appeared on the show tonight. They spent some time with me, and it's very late, especially on the East Coast. So thank you for the moment. Thank you for allowing me to use my platform to celebrate you and your accomplishment. I do wish you the best, of course, unless you're playing us. And enjoy this win, Vancouver. You guys definitely deserved it. So, for all of my guests, Striker, we are out. I am going to play the final song of the evening dedicated to Vancouver. And y'all have a very good night. Now, when I asked the question, and you can guys put your goodbyes in the chat too. I'd love to run them across the screen and your final messages. But when I asked the question, what team song what song would basically define this matchup for Vancouver? I thought y'all was gonna say this one of all things, but don't worry, I got you. Y'all have a good night.
Could I ever forget it's the first time